It hasn't quite taken off here in the UK yet. But in the US, you have the driverless cars. I don't know how many states you've got them in or whether they're in your state, but there's a bit of an update on them. And I don't know what your general thoughts are about them. Have you used one? Hey, share your experience. Would you use one? Or are you still a bit driverless? Still a bit dubious about that, perhaps, like me. Anyway, there might be a reason for that. And that is that many of these driverless cars are now being recalled. I know you've got certain companies that are dominating the market in the US in regards to the driverless space. And a lot of them are being recalled. Why? Well, software updates. One fleet has about 1,200 driverless cars, and they're recalling them all to do a bit of an update on them. Why? Because they've had a couple of dozen incidents, a couple of dozen accidents. Yeah, only minor. Yeah. But basically, until they get this software update, because let's remember that is what is driving you if you get into one of these things is AI, right? Fakeness is driving you. Basically, until they get this software update, the car doesn't recognize things like, I think it said something like chains and, actual objects that cars have gone into because it didn't recognize them as objects, including things like chains. So if you were wearing your knight, going in as a knight in shining armor and wearing your knight's armor, maybe one of these driverless cars goes straight into you because it just sees your chain outfit as nothing. I don't know, but they've had minor accidents and they all need to come back in and get their software update because it's AI controlling it and complete fakeness. And in the article, it also said something like, well, if it was a real driver, a human, then of course it would have been able to see these objects and wouldn't have driven into them. So there's all that sort of stuff to consider, Maybe until they get the software update, the AI confuses people with mannequins. And oh, that's just a mannequin. I can just push that aside at high speed. I don't know, hey. These are some of the reasons why some of us are a little bit more dubious than others. But what's your view on the old driverless cars? Ta-ta.